Hello everyone! I hope you enjoyed your extra long weekend. We're going to continue our ukulele lessons. So just to review, we have certain parts of the ukulele that we want to focus on. We have our head, neck, body. We also have our tuning pegs or tuners that tighten or loosen the strings to get them to go higher or lower. We have the nut that keeps the strings in place so they don't go all willy-nilly. We have the fretboard on the neck that is each individual fret where we put our fingers, and we're going to be doing that today. So make sure we're understanding we do not put our fingers on the fret lines. We put them in the middle of the lines. Okay? These are just markers that lets us count a little bit quicker if we need to go really high up on the neck. We can just easily look and see where those markers are. Moving down on the body, we have the waist, which is going to be important today because that's where our hand is going to rest in resting position. Now, there's also a resting position if you want to play crisscross. You can have the ukulele on your knee for resting. That's perfectly fine, but we're going to do it so that I can look and see you at the same time. Hello. Okay, and then we move down. We have a sound hole here where all the sound comes out of the ukulele. We call inside there an acoustic chamber where all the sound kind of lives and breathes and vibrates. Then we move down. All of the instruments that have strings have a bridge. Okay. Now this right here, we have where it rests on here just like the nut, so it keeps it in place so the strings don't go all willy-nilly. On the bottom of your ukuleles, you have what's called a strap peg so that you're able to hold it without having your hands help you with that. So that's kind of the first thing. Make sure that the face or the front of the ukulele shoots out all the time. We don't want to be playing like this, even though I know you want to look at your fingers and go, am I putting it in the right position? No, we want to make sure that it's facing outwards all the time, right? So that the person looking at you should be able to see into the sound hole. So we're going to be practicing putting our fingers on the strings. Make sure that you're tuned today. Our 4 string names, remember: gigantic, chickens, eat apples, or God created every animal. That's how we're memorizing the names of the strings. We have G at the top, C, E, A. Go ahead and play that with me. Holding your hands out so they're not touching the strings here. Hello. Okay. Holding it at the waist. We're going to take our thumb and pluck each string. Don't pluck it too hard. Be nice to the strings. Let's go ahead and say those together. We're starting with G at the very top. G, C, E, A. And we remember it, God created every animal. Say that with me. God created every animal. Okay? Lovely way to remember the strings. And that's how you can also remember how to tune, making sure that each one of your strings matches the pitch on your tuners. I also wanted to show you a special tuner that you're able to get on your cell phone. It's called Tuna, Guitar Tuna. And I'm going to be sending it out to everybody on our Google page, but it looks like this on the phone. And it's kind of you press on the icon and it comes up with a lovely ukulele head. Yeah? Each one of those represents the sounds that you play on the ukulele. So if we see G, oh, it's perfect. It typically makes a noise. Let me see if I can. That means it's good. Let's see if I have C right. Yay! And E. Yay! And A. So they're all in tune. And I like it because if it's in tune, it kind of gives you more of a gauge of how high you need to go, how low you need to go. Wonderful free option to also tune if this head tuner is not working for you. So let's go ahead. To practice our strum, because we're going to be strumming a song, a very familiar song called Hot Cross Buns. We're going to go ahead and use our thumb. Strum with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can put as much oomph as you want, just as long as you're nice and kind. No plucking the strings like this. Ugh, just not a good sound. Nice and light is easy. Try that with me. Ready, and. We want to make it as even as possible, okay? Now looking at hot cross buns, we can look at the strum pattern. Oh, I have to share. Let's share. Okay. So we have hot cross buns here. You see at the very top of each, this is what we call a C chord. We'll get to that in just a second. But I want us to look at the strum pattern first. Okay, these are all down strums, just like what we were doing. Whenever you see that in a piece of music for ukulele or guitar, they'll always have these down strums so that it's telling you to go down on the ukulele, okay, with your fingers in resting position. So we see our rhythm here. Notice there's a rest at the end of each line, because in the song we also have a rest at the end of each line for these 3 phrases. So let's just practice the strum without worrying about the C. Let's sing it in our heads, the hot cross buns. Hot cross buns, rest. Hot cross buns, rest. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. If you didn't quite get the rest, let's try it one more time together. Ready, here we go. It is hot cross buns, rest. Hot cross buns, rest. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns, rest. And that is our rhythm for hot cross buns. Now that we have the rhythm, let's add the C chord. Now this how we play chords, which is playing all the strings at the same time, but our fingers have to do something on the neck. Let me make myself bigger for just a second while I show you that. Now, our fingers have numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? If you're in 3rd grade, what I would like for you to do is find your 3rd finger, where your ring finger would be, and I want you to find the highest string on your ukulele and put your ring finger in the 3rd fret, pressing down really firmly. Notice how my thumb is pressing and helping my finger press nice and firm. Just like on the piano, you're going to want to curl your fingers so that you are pressing with the tip of your finger, not the fat and pudgy part. Otherwise, you're going to be hitting 2 strings, and that's not going to sound good. So curl it nice and easy. Press, 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 and then you should be able to strum with your thumb. Ah, now we have a chord. Now, older adult beginners might want to use their pointer finger in that respect. This is just easier because it's one thing to worry about here, but this requires a little bit more finesse. Okay, so use that finger if you can. It'll also help you go faster later. If you're in 1st grade, instead of using your 3rd finger, because that's a little weak finger in 1st grade, we want to use our 1st finger. Hello? Use your 1st finger to find the bottom string. Curl, 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 and pinch. Lovely. If you're not getting a clear sound at the moment, that's what you have this week to work on, getting it nice and clean, nice and clear. If you're not pressing down too hard enough, you might get a sound like this. It's just not as clear. That means we need a little bit more pressure to make it come out. If you are getting kind of a harsh sound, that means you are strumming too hard or you're pressing down too hard and it's affecting the pitch. So if you're having a good enough luck, let's go ahead and go back to our hot cross bun song. Okay, using that position, keep it right there throughout the entire song. We're going to play and sing this time using our same strum pattern. I'm going to be using the one for everybody with the thumb. Ready? And hot cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Yeah, good. Let's do it with tas and a rest. Ready and ta, 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 toddy, 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 ta, ta, ta. Excellent job. The goal for this week is to play and practice hot cross buns with C. First grade, if you could just send me a picture of you trying your very best to even play C, that is our goal. And if making sure, I know that last week was more about the body of the guitar. You don't have to mention that. Just show me that you are able to at least find where C needs to go and show me the best strum that you have. Okay? Third grade, I am expecting at least for you to be able to play the rhythm and the correct hand position for C. Ta, ta, ta. Please sing along if you're able to do that. I would encourage you to practice at least a couple times a day so that we can start getting our fingers in shape to learn harder and better chords next week. All right? I hope you enjoy your time with the uke this week. I look forward to seeing your work. Bye.